Hello and welcome to the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials here in beautiful Liverpool, Nova Scotia. I am Helen Radford. I work with Curling Canada, and I'm super happy to be joined with Chelsea Carey. And Chelsea, where are you logging in from?
I am at home in Calgary.
Awesome. So we're doing a little bit of, I'm on site and Chelsea's virtual, so we look forward to going through this game with you today. So we've got Lisa Weigel and John Epping versus Taylor Reese-Hansen and Corey Chester. So we had a round already this morning. So we've got two pools here. We've got 16 teams, 8 teams in each pool. Pool A went this morning. And if you're looking for scores, you can find them on our Curling Canada website. You go to curling.ca/scoreboard, and you'll be able to see all the scores live.
Line's okay. Line's good. Lock it on. Line's
So
good.
during the pregame
Line's
practice, you'll see that because
Lock it on, lock it on.
Lisa Weigel, John Epping are throwing first, that means Taylor Reese-Hansen and Corey Chester were able to get hammer. Ice has been great here. The ice crew's done a fantastic job. So we've got Greg Owasco and his crew. A lot of with mixed doubles, we can't really see where they're putting the broom, but being on site here, I'm able to let you know they're pretty much aiming around the middle of the 12-foot to get to the button on both sides. Running anywhere from 14, 14 and a half. And we'll see how the speed keeps up throughout the game, but the ice has been really great. So Chelsea, you've got tons of experience with mixed doubles. For those at home who might not be familiar with the positions and who throws what, maybe fill us in.
I was aiming edge. I just slid a little tight.
Yeah, so for mixed doubles, obviously there's only the 2 players and you're delivering 5 rocks. So 6 rocks of each color because 2 of them are pre-placed, but you only deliver 5. So one person throws the first rock and the last rock, and the other person throws the middle 3. Typically, the female player throws 1 and 5, but that's not necessarily the case. And you can also switch that during the game, which is an interesting difference. In traditional curling, there's no switching of positions allowed, but you can switch between ends if you want to, who throws those middle 3.
4-7. Reach close. Reach close.
All the players are mic'd, so we'll be able to hear them a little bit throughout the game. It is a quieter game because there are only 2 people out there, so communication and team dynamics is really key in this event. Great draw weight. Chelsea, do you want to talk about angles in mixed doubles, because that's definitely a big topic?
Yeah, the thing in mixed doubles, I cannot overstate how important that first rock is. So Lisa Weigel making a perfect freeze there, and unfortunately for Taylor Reese-Hansen, her shot looks pretty good, but it bounced off just a little bit, which then allows John Epping to make that perfect freeze. And early on in this very first end, Team Reese-Hansen-Chester is in a little bit of trouble here.
Whoa, not curling at all.
That's how quick it happens in doubles. It's because it's such a short end, because there's only 5 rocks of each color being delivered. It just creeps up on you really quick. If you miss one shot, and then they make a good one, you already are in a little bit of trouble. Not exactly the result they were looking for there, but not a bad setup.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, if John makes this, so you can tap that top yellow, spin it out to the side a little bit, stay right there on the nose, then that yellow that's currently shot rock is all of a sudden in a bit of jail. So still some trouble here for Team Reese-Hansen-Chester if John Epping can execute this well. And he did just throw this path on this side. He's going to throw a little bit more weight here, but you have to think he'll be close.
Yeah, and that overhead camera shot is key because it's really hard to see the
helpful,
angles.
Yeah.
A little less.
I'm in the arena, but I'm off to the side, so I'm not behind the sheet, so it's a little trickier. I definitely am counting on these camera angles, and the guys at IKS are doing a great job for us.
Really got to curl. Keep going, keep going.
Play the in. get to nose at the end. Yeah.
I think I would have liked to bump that a little bit further, but because it was out a bit wide, John was sweeping it to get it to curl, which sometimes, depending on the ice surface, and it certainly looked like it did there. It looked like it dragged the weight off of that a little bit. So not a bad result, but not perfect. Gives
Should be a little
a chance here for Corey Chester to get out of trouble a little bit if he can make a good freeze on this red. Want to get all the way to the nose of this is the tricky part, but there's room to do it. They haven't really thrown this side yet, so we'll see what the speed is like over here.
Okay.
Stay close for line.
Okay, weight's good.
Yep, line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
I got a 14.9 on that one, hog to hog.
Okay, you've oversold.
It's going to come up a little bit light.
Okay.
Sorry.
15.
Definitely
That static noise needs to go.
stiffer there. Shoot, sorry.
Eyes up.
So here at the arena, we've got 4 sheets. On the games on sheet C will be streamed.
Good now, yeah.
The afternoon, the 2 afternoon games and evening games,
Like D-line,
and then the draws on sheets B and D will be streamed without commentary.
That's what I got.
And you can find all of that going to our Curling Canada YouTube channel. And you can watch the games there as you're currently watching this one. There are a couple other options there for you as well.
A little extra weight.
Unfortunately, we don't have cameras on sheet A, but we'll be giving you updates throughout the game.
Close.
And you can also check the scores on curling.ca/scoreboard.
Girl, girl, girl. Straight. Girl.
You know you're close when you get those contradicting line calls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So those of you watching at home, you can see every single rock that's been thrown this end is in the house.
Yeah, which is pretty common in doubles. You
Yeah,
don't
same
because you
type of
can't hit for the first few rocks, so it
Out
tends to
here.
pile up in that forefoot. And this end has just been all about freezes and trying to get angles going. So if this was a bit earlier in the end, you'd probably see a run back here, but it's kind of too late for that now. So looking to limit the damage here. I don't know that there's going to be a way for Team Reese Hansen Chester to score. They're just hoping, I think, at this point to not give up more than one.
You just gotta sit. Just gotta sit.
Half.
Okay, stay close.
Half.
Just clean.
He's just throwing a guard. So yeah, definitely just protecting the situation in there as it is.
Okay.
16-7.
Oh, I could have.
Oh, they might actually be shot rock right now. I thought that red was shot, but I think
throw
now
like,
looking at it again, the yellow is.
Think like just soft hack,
Okay.
soft hack.
Okay.
So for Team Wiggle Epping, you're not terribly upset to give up a single point here in the first end, but this is basically a risk-free chance to sit at least one, if not maybe a few. And look how overburied that red rock is, but they're still thinking a soft hack
Okay, give me
will
just
curl
soft-
enough
yeah,
past the
just
guard
soft.
to
It
get
has
there.
to
So
be on the
really good
soft side of
finish.
the hack.
It does seem like this side of the sheet, if
I won't get
anything,
the
is maybe
finish.
curling a tiny bit more right now. So I think she can get there with
This
this
is
kind
your
of soft
line.
hack weight.
Yeah, certainly any shot is makeable here,
Soft hack.
and
Can you
that's
just give me
the
an easy- a baby set?
that's the nice part about
Give me a baby
how
set.
well the guys have done the ice.
Something I can control.
Is that we're going to have a lot of great curling here this week.
Yep.
And if you're in the Liverpool area or anywhere around and you want to drop in, it's great viewing, and you can come get game day tickets, and we'd love to see you here. There's going to be a great environment here all week.
Whoa, you're by, you're by.
Just a little bit of an oversweep early there, I think, and probably as much weight as she would have wanted to throw, but I think it was still makeable with that. They didn't get by that guard very closely. If they kind of had to paper the guard to make it, probably. So not sure if there's anything for a second point here, though, for Taylor Reese Hansen.
Yeah, and like you said, that was risk-free. You know, often you take a look at shots and you say, sort of, what's the risk versus reward?
Actually, I think I just like to.
Yeah, exactly. That one was completely risk-free, so no sense in not throwing it. May as well have tried it to sit. They could have probably sat,
Can I give you like a
I think, at least 2 potentially with that. So worth a try, but unfortunately not the result they were looking for.
One yellow.
Taylor just playing to the outside, just trying to learn another piece of the ice. We're going to take a break here for a minute, and we'll be back with the second end shortly.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
And welcome back. We're starting the second end here at the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials here in Liverpool.
Close. Back court.
Taylor Reese Hansen and Corey Chester scored 1 with hammer in the first end. So they're starting off the end here against Lisa Weigel and John Epping. Just going to go across and update you on some scores. So on sheet A,
Mine's good.
we've got Melissa Adams and
Shot,
Alex Robichaud playing
Go.
against
Shot.
Colton and Adriana Lott. They had a measurement over there, and Team Lot ended up winning that measurement, so the score is 1-0 for Lot. On sheet B, we've got we've got
A little easier. Okay.
Jocelyn Peterman and Brett Gallant. They scored 2, and they're playing Riley Sandham and Brendan Craig. And then we've got our feature game. And then on sheet D, we've got Cotter. So we've got a father-daughter combination there. And they're playing against Armstrong Griffith, and Cotter scored 1 in the first end.
Top 4.
And again, you can find all our scores on curling.ca/scoreboard.
Okay, the lightest yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Not
Line
bad
looks
though.
great.
Close.
Line's
Top out.
great. Hard then.
Weight's good.
A little bit for line.
Top 8.
Yep, hard then. Hard then. Hard. Well, just low to split center. Okay, good. 15. Good sweep. Turn.
Throw the in.
So an unfortunate start to this end for Lisa Weigel. She was looking to play a little kind of tap and unlock that freeze situation, and went by everything. So pretty nice shot there from Corey Chester. Would have liked it deeper than that. So leaving the freeze opportunity here. John Epping looking to play the in turn. Oh no, he's playing the run back, sorry.
Yep.
Nice run back there. Almost had contact with the rock on the button as well.
Same kind of spot?
Yeah, I would have loved to do that. But he did, I think, roll his shooter off a tiny bit. So pretty good result. Those runbacks and doubles are really scary because, again, with the ends being so short, if you don't make some noise in the house, you're in pretty big trouble. So good shot there from John, but still an opportunity here for Corey.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
More.
Higher the better on this line.
Top 4.
Whoa, then. Whoa, no.
Weight's good.
Whoa,
Top
then.
8.
No. It's
Weight's
got to
good.
curl. It's got to curl.
Fighting 4.
It's got to curl.
No.
Okay, whoa, just easy.
Oh,
Really good spot. Good spot.
That,
Trying to use that as a bit of a guard as well.
Yeah, you heard him say it really came down. They were looking for that to be a little bit deeper, but the line was pretty good, so it lined up not bad.
Yeah. Yep.
So kind of, I think top 8's really nice.
So again, a pretty good shot, but again, not out of trouble here for John and Lisa. This is my old doubles teammate, Colin Hodgson, used to always say that if I missed my first shot, he had to make 3 runbacks. And he's not wrong. John Epping is currently in that situation.
And we've got 2 teams here where all players play fours curling. So on a men's team or a women's team, they've all been successful in different on various
Okay,
teams.
well then.
But they have also put a lot of focus on
Okay,
mixed
line's
doubles.
good.
And so
Well then, we'll.
I would say Lisa and John, I'm not sure how many years they've played together, but it's been quite a few years. And Taylor and
Curl.
Chester have, or
Whoa, easy.
Corey have played together
Easy.
for 3
Whoa,
years
just
now.
whoa. Sit.
John and Lisa played together the first year doubles was an Olympic sport. I remember playing against them in 2016, but I'm not sure they've played every season since then. They might have taken a year or 2 off in there, but they have been teammates since the very start, basically, of everyone's doubles journey when it became an Olympic sport.
Yeah, and I was talking to them last night. I said, hey, anything you want me to chat about on commentary, shout out to anybody. And their spouses are here watching them this week, which is nice to see them both here, Robin and Thomas. And one of them said, John and Lisa are not brother and sister.
Watch line.
So apparently they do get that question fairly often. So just to confirm, they are not brother and sister.
Go, John.
That was a great
Really
team
nice
shot there.
yeah, because they can
Well, this side's harder, but
get more of the button this side.
I think you can tap this still back.
Yeah, you
That's
can.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's easier than the draw there.
Middle.
Yeah, we're kind of there.
Yeah, tight guard.
You might get a peek every once in a while. Taylor and Corey have coached Melissa Saligo here with them this week. So Melissa's been with them this season, but she's also coached them both at the
Speed's right up here, hey?
It's good here.
at the BC Performance Center and also on their fours teams as well.
So I'm giving you like a 45 then?
Yeah. Yeah, 45.
Even 50 probably is pro side.
Talking about a split time there, that'd be either back line to hog line or T line to hog line.
It's halfway right now.
And communication is so
You're in
key.
the wide stuff. Line's good.
Tight.
Line's good. Just clean it.
Weight's good. Tight.
Clean it. Clean it.
2/3.
Clean it.
Stop.
Same kind of situation as last end where it looks like they're going to give up the single point, but probably not more than that. Any shot for 2 is pretty difficult. So just throwing the guard there on what they thought was the easier tap for Lisa Weigel to get a second point, so she's going to have to go to the out-turn side here. I'm not really
You're
sure if
looking
there's
for,
anything.
about a 20-ish.
So again, that'll be a split time.
I'll throw it on the tee line and see. How's your line?
It's out there.
Little hard, but
Okay, just swing for tee. It's really going now.
we're hard.
Okay.
So we'll be back shortly.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
And welcome back to the start of the third end here. So as you can see, we've got a tight game. Both teams have been able to lock rocks right on the button just to score their one. Learning the ice a little bit.
Line's okay. Always straight. Always straight. Yep, you gotta go.
They're just above tee.
Still come
As
this
you
Pretty
can
good
see,
result
this,
there, but it did.
Go ahead. Okay, just try and get
It did overcurl just that tiny bit, and that's going to leave an opportunity here for a freeze and to set up a pretty good angle where that red could eventually be removed. So happy with being shot rock, but Lisa won't be happy with the angle on that one.
They got light.
Okay.
yeah, it's always nice to have draw weight, but that's such a
really
key in
good.
this mixed doubles is the angle that you leave.
Not really curling. You got room. You got room.
Close.
Room.
Light. Wait, it's gotta go.
Go ahead then. Hard, hard, hard. Sit sweet. Sorry.
Yeah. It's all good.
Just die a little bit there.
I got mine.
15-3, I guess.
And it's good to be able to hear the athletes because you can, you know, they're talking us through it to explain, is it dying out there? Is it, you know, what does it feel like? Because the more that they communicate, the better that they can do on their next shots.
I think for a team, Chester, Reese Hansen, they're maybe getting a little bit fooled by how different their rocks are running than John and Lisa's, especially Lisa's with that extra rotation. Hers are going to hold straighter for a lot longer, and the speed will stay on. And then it seems like both Corey and Taylor's are just curling and dying a little bit harder than John and Lisa's are. It seems to have caught them a couple times.
Line's closed.
And that is a key topic, the number of rotations that you throw, because your rock will behave differently. And we do see a number of teams throwing more rotation now.
Okay.
Think so, hey?
Yeah, that's with the out.
So you can see Taylor set her broom up where
Right on
Corey's
the
going to
nose.
throw, and then she's
think
coming
a
down to
sliver
sweep. So
low.
every team is a little bit different. Some
the out.
like to throw it a
With the out.
broom, some don't throw it a
Nose
broom.
is really
Sometimes they
close,
do,
though.
sometimes they don't. It's very individual based on the team and also based on the athlete throwing and what the shot is. So sometimes you do see somebody standing in the house and sometimes you don't.
Hard. Hard, still got it. Hard. Hard. Okay. Whoa.
Good throw.
Yeah.
And this is their first game,
Yeah,
so
broom of
you know
ice.
both teams
A
are
broom of
learning a
ice.
lot about the ice and weights to throw and how to make certain shots. So there's a lot of learning going on in this game.
John looking to just replace that guard. They're sitting pretty well in the house there for not having the hammer shot rock and not really accessible to Taylor and Corey. So looking to just replace that that rock that Corey peeled.
Sled should slow down a hair more. We just want to hit. We just want to touch center line.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Well
Still
done
the
there. A
out,
little
I
bit
think.
tighter than the
Okay.
last one, so the run back will be slightly shorter.
There.
Yeah, I'm thinking a hair high side, no?
Hair high side. Okay.
Yeah. It's clipped.
So
Hair
Chelsea,
high
if
side
you're
if he's
just
going.
if you're just learning how to play mixed doubles, what are some shots that are really
Nose
key
is fine.
for people to learn how to play well?
Same throw.
Yeah, so that first shot is super, super important, like I mentioned earlier. So you need to get that figured out. And there's also different ways to approach that first shot. Some teams like to play it dead frozen on that back rock. Some teams like to be top button. There's arguments to be made for both sides, but pick one and learn how to make it. And then for your middle person, run backs are very important, as we can see the last end and this end with John and Corey throwing basically all run backs. And then it's a very much a touch game, especially with that middle three. So lots of sort of draw taps because you can't hit for the first couple rocks.
Yeah. Maybe
So
a couple
those
feet higher.
that kind of back four, back eight tap, back line tap, and then those shots become team shots with the communications. You have to figure out who's the sweeper, what they need to hear, the person who throws the rock is the line caller, or the person in the house is the line caller, and what that communication back and forth looks like in order to be able to make those touch shots.
Yeah,
Touch
it's
shots are
easier-
in four-person as
easier.
well, are as much about communication and sweeping as they are about the
Pretty
throw.
Absolutely.
It's going to get there on its own.
Here it comes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So well placed and a little bit longer to make that run back a bit harder for Corey.
Thanks.
Yes.
With the end, yeah. Whatever you like. I know I can, yeah.
Like even if you get here, it's pretty good because I might have that on my next one or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
So we've got 16 teams here in 2 pools. We'll end up in a page playoff later this week, and the winning team will represent Canada at the World Mixed Doubles Championship later this year. It's actually in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And our goal is to gain enough points to earn a right to go to the Olympics in 2026. So the nice part is the team that wins here, this isn't their only big championship this year. They'll be looking forward to doing some more training and earning some points to get to Cortina.
Weight's good.
No. It's got to curl. Oh, easy. Yep, straight. Hard. Great sweep.
Just overcalled that a little bit. Got Corey on the curl there and ended up over carving it, unfortunately. So for John and Lisa, potential opportunity to make a hit and roll here instead of couple.
You got to try and just bump it a hair.
Okay.
I think board.
Center line.
Yeah, even if it's thin, it's not bad. Like, you can kind of do this. Okay, board.
Okay.
You're trying to hit about thick half.
Both these teams are in Curling Canada's national team program for mixed doubles. So
Do you like
they
playing
do
the
a
end
lot
of
of
this?
training, and they've
Yeah.
been in a lot of competitions.
Yeah, me
so
too.
this was the
A little bit
goal,
of
was
fresh
to
pebbles,
get
so it
here.
should come up for you nicely.
Am I splitting center when I let it go?
Split center, but just your board. I don't think the weight will be too different.
Was I bored on my hack attempt?
No, you were good. So just board. Trying to hit 2/3, thin 2/3.
Great conversation as they're trying to detail the throw.
Just a hair light, but good.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Keep going.
That was the risk with that shot. It's really good if you make it, but the only thing you couldn't do was nose it. Now it leaves Taylor a double for 3.
The out.
Whatever turn you like, actually. They're both there.
Let's
I
go
feel
look
like,
at it.
I feel like the end will curl a lot, and it's like, I was seeing the out.
I'm just worried the out's gonna stay really straight.
Whatever you see.
Yeah, we can throw the out.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking less. We gotta take the paint off
I
of
agree.
it.
I'm with you.
Okay.
You like that?
Yep.
So could throw this with either turn. They're choosing the out turn, which means she's going to have to hit it even a little bit thinner than she would with the in.
Yeah, just.
So actually taking negative ice, she's going to aim on the inside,
literally.
probably somewhere around the edge of the button,
That 8 weight, hey?
and throw the out turn and try to just hit a feather, less than a quarter even of that top red. It's hard to hit it too thin here.
A little light.
No. No. No.
light.
No. 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 Gotta curl. Curl. Whoa. Straight.
Oh. They'll be disappointed with that call. That was a good try. We'll see you in a minute.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
Every venue strives to create the ultimate fan experience, one that leaves audiences cheering for more. DDG and LG Display are here to help you make that vision a reality. LG delivers unsurpassed imaging with its world-class technology and exceptional support. With versatile multi-sport display systems and proven revenue-generating opportunities, DDG ensures to deliver the best seat in the house. Contact DDG today, always delivering the best fan experience.
And welcome back to the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Just had a really close shot there by Taylor Reese Hansen. Just over curled a smidgen, and team Weagle Epping just stole a point, so now they're up 2-1 after 3 ends of play.
Yeah, huge swing there. That double was for 3, and I probably commentator cursed her a little bit there. I said it was hard to hit it too thin, and then she hit it too thin. But they she got Corey to start curling it, and then actually ended up over curling it a little bit. So unfortunately, just a bit of a miss on the line call. She threw it really well, and it was probably made if they sweep it a little bit differently.
That's the weight. That's the weight we want. Okay.
That's part of the learning curve at the beginning of the week here when you're trying to figure all of that out.
Yeah.
You got a ton of line.
Weight's good.
You have tons of line.
Weight's close.
Okay, go ahead then. Line's good.
All there.
Well then, you got
Back
too
and
much
wait.
line.
To the back.
Line's good.
To the back.
Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Set.
Shot.
So a bit of an audible there, but a good one. She knew she was just that little bit
Like
heavy,
onto
and so
ours.
Corey said to
Keep
the back
up.
one, to the back
Freezes.
one, and they made the
Keep a good
appropriate
angle.
line call for that. That's a really good audible, because if that just chisels off the top red, which it would have if it didn't get by because it had enough weight to, then they're in some trouble. So really good, again, team shot and good adjustment there by both Corey and Taylor.
Yeah, definitely. Just going to do some updates across the board here. So the after 3 ends on sheet A, Team Lot is up 5-0 over Armstrong
Line's great.
Robichaud. Sheet
You call line,
B, they just finished the 3rd end, and Peterman Gallant is up 3-2 over Sandham Craig. And then on sheet D, Cotter is up 4-1 over Armstrong Griffith. And if you want to check out any curling scores along the way, you can go to our website, Curling Canada. So it's curling.ca/scoreboard. And if you see the line scores from this morning, Pool A played. So Walker Myers, they won in an extra end. It was a very close game. So they won their first game. So did Homan Botcher. Jones Lang had another close game as well. They won, and Tran Kleider won. So those 4 teams are now 1-0.
No.
Still small bump.
And
Only
they
for
will
weight.
play
Weight's
the
good.
draw this
Gotta sit a
afternoon.
little.
So both
for
pools
line.
will play 2 games today.
Yep, you can go. Yep. Real good. Nice shot.
Great
Really
line.
good throw.
Thanks.
Regarding?
Guard, or we just kind of play ours into it.
So the teams are back to playing in the center, jockeying for angles here.
Like if they double peel, what are we going to do? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I can guard it, but well, I don't mind your guard call. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go just underneath it.
We're debating there between throwing a guard and playing a little kind of T-line back forfeit weight chisel on their top red stone. John worried about the double peel here. If they make it, the angles are pretty good for Reese Hansen Chester, but electing to throw the guard here, he still has to make the double peel, so I don't mind this call. Would love to get it a little bit under, little corner tucked or hooked, as we would say, underneath this longer guard, but it doesn't look like it's going to get there.
Think so, hey? Did
Yeah,
the double or?
I think so. Well,
Or just this one?
not sure. Probably the double.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the single peel is going to help you all that much. They're just going to keep putting it back. So I think this is the right call. Try to get them both. Pretty makeable. It's thick half, 2/3 would make this.
You got it. Yeah, that's really close.
Close. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, it's really thin. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Just hit
A
that
little bit
too.
thinner than he wanted to hit that. Yeah.
Foul out there.
Yeah, a
Put
little
on the
bit.
nose. Our red.
Heard her say
I
it
do,
fell
yeah.
out there a little bit, so they liked where they were hitting it early, and then it just kind of backed off a little bit. So oftentimes, even on arena ice that curls as
I
much
think
as this
so.
is curling, with that kind of weight, it won't curl at all.
Even if you
It'll
weld
run
it.
pretty straight, and as they indicated there, maybe even fell back that little bit. So they'll learn from that and call the line a bit differently the next time. But you can't know that until you throw a few. So again, it's back to that first game, just kind of getting the ice figured out.
We're a little wider. But we're close.
Little room. Line's close. Girl.
It's red.
I think you can tap this. Like, I think you can get there.
Yeah?
I just don't know if it does us any good.
If I do this, this goes, because that spins.
And so do all our yellows.
Yeah.
I just see our yellows going.
Yeah. Okay. And then this doesn't, this could help. If we get the top one or into the
Well, I
pocket.
was seeing it this way, if
Yeah.
anything.
Maybe
Wanna
that's
do
it.
that?
Can I throw the out turn through the port and?
I think you have a better chance of throwing the in and getting here with the curl that there is.
Okay. That it's really overburied.
Okay, so you want to play that then?
Probably that. Yeah.
I don't think we throw it hard though.
Okay. Easy 9, 8, 5. Yeah.
Good conversation
Looking
as
to run
they're
this-
going. Yeah, they're going back and forth on that. That was a good conversation about it.
Yeah, they landed on the run back here because he's not sure he can get there with the in-turn soft weight, which was Taylor's first thought. So we're going to hit this right on the nose with not a ton of weight, because you'd like to run this straight back onto that yellow, kill the shot rock red, and ideally leave that yellow somewhere in the forefoot. He's talking 8.5, 9. I'm not even sure I'd be throwing it that hard.
Same weight.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Stay with it. Whoa.
Okay, good.
Not quite what they were looking for, but not a bad result.
Yeah. Like it is there for 3 if you make it. But, yeah, I think we guard. I think you're guarding this.
The yellow?
Yeah. You're guarding this runner.
Okay.
You can over curl a bit.
Show me.
Yeah.
So looking to guard the run back, we can't, there we go. Now you can see that guard. So what John's worried about is if you hit that guard about 7/8, just a hair on the high side, you could run that in there and
like you
maybe
wanna
make
be
it for 3.
Just bite. You got to be just biting center kind of thing.
So they're looking to get deeper than that and be kind of in the way of that run back. So
yeah.
Yeah, like a tight guard.
Take edge. Take edge. Let's be safe here.
You can curve it.
Yeah, take edge.
And just tight.
It's fast and just a nice release. Pretty weak release.
Easy release. How's the weight?
Weight's pretty good.
Like to see this curl a little. Yep, for weight. Curl it. Yep.
They wanted it around
quite
that
what they were
guard,
looking for
yeah,
there.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
They certainly took time taking a look at what was Taylor
Like there with that
going to
same weight you
potentially
just threw,
throw
that
to
normal?
score multiple points.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I was
that's
probably
And the
exactly
easiest
where
shot
they
for
went.
Taylor.
Okay.
Yeah, the easiest shot for Taylor probably is directly to that back one. So if Lisa didn't throw that, then she could throw probably back line, hack, across the face, get by that guard. and come across the face of that yellow stone and tap it for 3. So that was objective 1 was to take that away, which she did do. But
yes,
you heard John say weak release when Lisa let that go.
just
So I
a
think just
pin
not
tie.
super positive the way she normally would be, and it just kind of curled and came off on them a little bit. So not a bad result, but does leave this opportunity for Taylor
Didn't
for 3
really do
points.
anything for you, hey?
Nope, stay right there.
Corey threw down here, so they have a little bit of knowledge of what it's going to do.
No. Close. Clean. Yep. Yes! Whoa! 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 No!
Oh, great shot.
That wasn't the call. But
No,
that
it
worked out
wasn't.
just fine.
It's a great result, though.
Big 2 points there.
Yeah, big shot. We'll be back with you shortly. This is the 4th end break, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Every venue strives to create the ultimate fan experience, one that leaves audiences cheering for more. DDG and LG Display are here to help you make that vision a reality. LG delivers unsurpassed imaging with its world-class technology and exceptional support. With versatile multi-sport display systems and proven revenue-generating opportunities, DDG ensures to deliver the best seat in the house. Contact DDG today, always delivering the best fan experience.
And welcome back, everybody. We are starting the 5th end here at the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Score is 3-2 for Reese Hansen-Chester over Weigel Epping. And Taylor made a great run back there, picked up a couple of points in the 4th end.
Yeah, it wasn't plan A, but it worked out really well. They were trying to run back a little bit more directly onto the one rock, and it might have been there for 3 points, but really needed a multiple score there for Taylor after giving up an unfortunate steal in the 3rd end with a bit of an overcarve on her last double for 3 points. That was a 4-point swing, so getting a deuce back there, really big.
Just outside edge.
And we've got ourselves a game.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just to update you on some scores across the board here. So on sheet A, team Lot is up 5-1 over Adams Robichaud. On sheet B, team Peterman Gallant and Sandram Craig, they are tied 3-3. And on sheet D, Cotter is up 4-2 over, just trying to see, Armstrong Griffith.
I think that thing just curls loose.
Just top 4.
So John referring to maybe Lisa's first rock is just curling a little bit more than the others.
Yeah, I heard him mention that earlier, and you know, John was saying, yeah, no, that weight was right, so maybe just take a little bit more ice, thinking, yeah, that maybe that rock just curls a touch. But they identified it early, so they should be able to manage that. It doesn't seem like it's doing a lot to the speed of that stone. It's just curling a little bit more at the end.
We're on the yellow right now.
No, weight's good now.
Well then.
Weight's good.
No.
So Chelsea, each team starts with 22 minutes at the beginning of the game. Maybe talk a little bit about how does the time clock work?
Frick, I just cleared it. Good throw.
Yeah, so it's, you're in sort of traditional thinking time, like we have in 4-person curling. So when the person delivers the rock, when it crosses that T line, the clock does stop then.
Yeah, I think
so. It's just your time between shots, your discussion time that where that clock is running. As soon as the opponent's stone comes to rest, your clock would start. And then as soon as you leave the hack here, then the clock will stop. So that 22 minutes is just for those discussions between shots, that thinking time.
Yeah, we seem to see in mixed doubles they're on the move a lot more than what we see in 4-person. They seem like they're a lot busier. I think we won't really see it till closer to the end of the game, but teams are aware of the time clock and they want to make sure that, you know, at the halfway point, Taylor Reese Hansen and Corey were close to 11 minutes, so they wanted to, which is half the time, and team Weigel Epping had a little bit more time. So they, you know, teams are watching their time clock because they want to make sure that they've got lots of time on the clock for the final ends of the game.
Yeah, you don't want to be rushed at the end. So, I mean, using half your time in the first half is okay, but you'd like not to. You'd like to save probably 60% of your time for the back half. So John and Lisa will be a little bit happier, but it's just something to be aware of as you're going. And in doubles, like you said, that you are a lot busier because it's 2 people doing the job of 4 people. So there's just more to do, and you're up and down the ice, and someone's calling line, or you're both down there to look at the angles, and then you come back to the hack to throw. None of that happens in 4-person curling, really, until probably skip rocks most of the time. So definitely different, and it can eat up your time clock really quick if you're not careful. Both of these teams play enough doubles that I don't think that'll be an issue here, but it is something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to sit for line. I don't know, just chop off.
Do that.
Okay.
Sorry, Tay.
That's okay.
I thought I really said it.
I think I got a double peel. I'd love to get around it, but I don't think I can.
And both teams would have had a little extra time. They get 5 minutes in the halfway point, so after 4 ends. So they get a little bit more time to chat about what did you learn in the first 4 ends? Like, what are we seeing on the ice? How's the speed? How's the curl? And so that's really helpful to be able to have a little bit of extra time to debrief.
So I'm looking for the double peel here. They talked about coming around it, but that's a pretty high-risk shot. I think this is the right call with the hammer. You need to make sure you can score. Get that a little thinner than he would have wanted to. Would have liked for that yellow further, but not a bad result.
That's better, partner.
Going to give Taylor and Corey the option to just replace that guard and have the two of them again, and I would think you might see John play the same shot if this is made.
Like, I think same weight, just not leaving a port, hey?
So same weight. Yeah, felt like lots of line.
Yeah.
2/3.
Line's okay, line's good.
Half.
Okay, yep, then.
2/3.
Yep, finish a little. Finish, yep. Yep, hard. Hard, keep going. Good, good, good. Good throw.
Nice.
Just a hair on the middle side.
Well placed there, so it sounds like John might be throwing a run back here.
Which turn, John?
Out.
Sometimes the tricky part in mixed doubles, you're not really sure because they're both at the same end, and we have to watch them slide out to see what the actual shot is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep! Whoa!
Really
Great
nice
shot
shot
there
there.
by John.
Yeah, really nice shot. And you can't see it right now, but you will in a second where you have to shoot her.
Yeah,
There, that's a good angle there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Perfectly done.
Yeah,
Okay.
Do you think it's out that wide? Middle,
that's a
maybe?
great shot.
Middle.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I think Taylor here looking to freeze to that back redstone. You could take this all away with a good shot here,
I'm
but pressure's
seeing like
on.
a 35.
Yeah, I was thinking 40, yeah. So somewhere between those two.
Because my draw came down here.
Okay.
I thought it was heavy, but it came down.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, let's make it T-line.
Good conversation there about the path. The other thing so Taylor doesn't sweep the draws that Corey throws, so really important for him to communicate what the path is doing. He thought he was heavy and it came off. So if you're sweeping his rocks, then you would already know that for Taylor Reese Hansen, but because she's not, it's really important that he gives her that information.
Absolutely.
Line's perfect.
See the
Keeping
weight
this for
coming
weight the
off
whole
this.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Line would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Just 4 feet light there.
Nice stuff that we've been playing.
So that'll leave a piece of the 4 foot for Lisa Weigel for a big 3-point end here.
And anytime you're sitting 2, drawing for 3 on an open side, that's a good thing.
Just give me that nice release on the slow slide.
Yeah, you love that, especially in the path that you would have been throwing her first rock in every end, so they should be very familiar with this.
I got a good, yeah, how was your release?
Line's good.
I got there right now.
Do you need a tick? It's really curling. It's really curling.
You're good, partner, you're good, you're good.
No mistake there.
Yeah,
from
great
Lisa
shot.
Weigel, so that'll be a big 3 points.
All right, we'll be back shortly.
trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Back line. I think you're just taking.
And welcome back. We're starting the 6th end here. Score is 5-3
Just,
for
as long as you give me you got
Regal
3
Epping
seconds.
over Reese Hansen Chester.
Yeah, you're good.
Now, Chelsea, we've been watching the first 5 ends, and all of the rocks have been starting in the center, and now we're off to the side. So can you explain what that rule is?
Hair hard but good.
So it's called the power play. Each team gets one opportunity a game when they have the hammer to call the power play. So that means that instead of setting those 2 pre-placed rocks up in the center, they're going to set them up out on either wing, and the team gets a choice of that too. So when you call the power play, you get to decide which side it goes on. It can be used both as an offensive tool and a defensive tool. It often will give you a chance for a 2 or a 3, but when you have the hammer and you're winning, it'll also make sure you have a draw to the forefoot for 1, which is what we've seen not be the case most of the time when all of those rocks get piled up in the middle. Sometimes it's hard to even score your single. So you can see teams play it both ways, both defensive and offensive. Usually they'll save it for the back half of the game. So we're going to start to see that now, and I imagine you'll see one on the other side from John and Lisa at some point here too.
Got a curl.
So John and Lisa, so they bumped the corner guard into the house. So that would be, you would call that the defensive response from John and Lisa?
Yeah, very much. And of course, Lisa Weigel, famous for that shot. It is named
Very
after
famous.
her. So, that's the corner guard tick. I think what people don't realize sometimes is that the center guard tick is actually harder than the corner guard tick is. You can throw the corner guard tick fairly hard. You can throw almost like a bumper or board weight, because you can hit it kind of anywhere on the high side as long as you don't tap it through the house. So it's actually a little bit of an easier shot. And then it negates that corner guard. So tap it into the house, roll your shooter away, and then it forces, instead of, if you don't play that, then you would see Taylor and Corey go around that corner guard again and sit 2 buried behind the corner. But now they had to replace that guard, so only sitting 1. So it's a risky shot, because if you don't make it, you're in big trouble. But if you do, you've turned the end around. And of course, again, Lisa is that's right in her wheelhouse, and she makes no mistake there.
Yeah.
Yes, she's well known for the tick shot.
The Weigel, as it was dubbed.
Or do you just freeze for now?
Yeah, that too. That too, yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I have half. I got
So they're just over curling a little bit for John and Lisa, and it's going to leave an opportunity here for Corey to freeze to this. So you won't be shot rock here, but you'll be second and third. One of them is buried and one of them is frozen to a red rock. So really, really huge shot here. This is a big opportunity.
Yeah, Lisa bumped that guard a little too far over. They were hoping only to go to the center line and then put the center guard up to force the end back to the center. So now we kind of have 2 corner guards. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Close.
Line's good. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Line's good. All
Coming
you.
down. No, we're close.
Line's great.
Weight's really good.
Easy. Not for a bounce. Gotta sit a little. Line's perfect. Real good. Nice throw.
Good communication there. You often see people saying, line's good, weight's good, line's good, weight's good, but that's not specific enough. So for Taylor there to say line's good, but not for a bounce is the key there. That's what you need to be telling that sweeper, because you might be thinking weight's good because tapping it an inch isn't a bad thing, but it is if you are only hitting a third of a rock and you're rolling off on the high side.
And also just freeze in there.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah. Freeze to the red.
Or yellow.
Okay.
Or just come and try and just bump theirs an inch. Like, if we come with the inside out and just bump ours just to dislodge it and keep the angle, I think it's pretty good. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yep.
Back forward.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Back forward.
Whoa. Whoa.
That was exactly what they called there. Unlock that freeze, leave your redstone second shot so that they maybe have to chase it, and now that yellow is easily removed with I wouldn't even call it a run back because they're basically frozen, but if you hit any piece of your red, you kill that back yellow.
Gauge's nose then?
Yeah. Do you want to sweep this?
Yeah.
Well executed there.
Yep.
How much weight?
Board?
I think this will really work.
Board?
Board? Okay.
Think of it kind of like that tick shot.
Taylor and Corey want to do a shout out to the Victoria Curling
right on
Club,
the nose.
especially Cody Hall, who does the ice
right
there.
on the
He's a
nose.
fantastic ice maker.
Taylor, I'm seeing good
He
board.
does the ice
I'm
for the
with ya.
Curling Club, and also the High Performance Curling Center for Curl BC is at the Victoria Curling Club as well. And both athletes train there and really enjoy the ice there, so they wanted to thank Cody for that.
Control.
Whoa! Always curl.
Sit. Good.
I'd like to get
wanna
closer
hit
to the
and roll.
nose of that and outcount that redstone. Not a terrible result,
Just
but
worried
not
about the double that if I ever
quite
miss
enough
it,
curl
I'm
there
gonna
for
peel my
Corey.
own out. So I think you just want to hit and roll with normal over into that one.
Normal, John?
talking normal
Yeah.
weight. Going to try to roll the shooter over towards that buried
hoping our
yellow
sticks
behind the
can
corner
come
guard
behind
on
the
the other
guard.
side.
Just normal.
So Chelsea, there are a couple of rocks that are in play each and they have big X's on them with black tape. What are the big X's for?
So those would be the pre-placed rocks. So they would designate 2 rocks at the start of the game that have to be the pre-placed rocks, and then throughout the week they'll rotate which 2 rocks those are, so that what you don't want, because you're not throwing all the rocks, it's not a concern in 4-person curling because you throw all 16 rocks. What they're trying to do is not wear down some rocks more than other rocks. So they'll rotate which 2 are the
Should go into it,
placed ones, because those ones aren't actually getting thrown. So just wanting to keep those running surfaces even so that they're not, when this set of rocks gets used next, they're not all worn differently because they haven't been thrown.
I probably like a takeout. Yeah.
Kind of wait.
I feel like Vic trying to set you up with some
Okay,
questions
you want
here.
me to sweep?
Yeah.
Probably closer to the center
This is
line
not my
then.
day job, so I'm just kind of filling in.
Like half.
So looking for a hit and roll here for Corey.
Yeah.
Take
We're
half.
talking about normal weight, so that's probably a 9.5 second maybe. And try to hit that outside center line red on the center line side and roll it all the way buried behind that corner guard. Even if you don't roll it all the way over there, it's not terrible.
Yep. Yes. Hard, roll it. Hard, roll it. Hard, roll it. Straight over.
What a great shot.
That
there
is
by
a
Corey
really nice
Chester.
shot.
Wow.
Called and made.
Just
That
make
was
this
a nice
double.
shot.
Third.
Splitting hairs a little bit. Would have liked to roll that a tiny bit further because you heard John say the double is there for them. But it's skinny and it's not nice to look at because that guard's in your line of sight very much. That's probably maybe a quarter buried. So looking for a third of a rock here. That's a good angle of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
about a
good
quarter
angle.
tucked probably.
I think it'll run relatively straight. I think it'll just come up a hair. Third of a rock.
And Lisa's the founder and head coach of Lisa Weagle Curling Academy. She's been working really hard in Ottawa over the last 2 or 3 years now. And
just this much off the
hearing
rock.
lots of great things about her curling academy.
Trying to hit a third. Curl, baby. Come on, curl, baby. Come on, curl, baby.
John's
Come on,
wishing
curl,
it.
baby.
The rock didn't quite listen to him as much as he would have liked. Did make contact on that top rock, at least that, and got that out of there, but only had to curl another maybe quarter of an inch to make that shot. So just a little under curl there, and
45
now this will be
or
3 points right back if Taylor can make this.
Clean the out.
And that was the goal. They wanted to create the power play to try to create some offense, and it worked.
Yeah, it sure did. It's hard not to give up at least 2 with the power play when you start with a corner guard and a rock behind it. It's one of those things. So when Lisa made the corner guard tick, I thought they might be in trouble, but really well executed end here for Taylor and Corey with some pretty precise angles and freezes, and got a few little slight misses from John and Lisa.
It's the first time we really saw the game spread out over the house.
3.
There we go,
Basically
3
only
back.
see that on the power play. 3 it is.
We'll be back with you shortly.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Every venue strives to create the ultimate fan experience, one that leaves audiences cheering for more. DDG and LG Display are here to help you make that vision a reality. LG delivers unsurpassed imaging with its world-class technology and exceptional support. With versatile multi-sport display systems and proven revenue-generating opportunities, DDG ensures to deliver the best seat in the house. Contact DDG today, always delivering the best fan experience.
Welcome back. We are ready to start the 7th end here at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. We've just had an exchange of 3s, and as we anticipated, Weagle and Epping have chosen to use their power play.
Line only. All there.
So the score is 6-5. Reese Hansen Chester over Weagle Epping.
35.
Good job.
We're seeing a different strategy employed by Taylor and Corey. Last time we saw Lisa Weagle play the shot that she is very famous for, the tick on that corner guard, and Taylor electing to play the freeze instead, made quite well. So we'll see how that plays out for them.
Just back 8.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting to see the teams have different strategies for how they're defending against the power play.
Mine's good.
Easy.
It's heavy.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Girl.
Good.
Well played there from Lisa. That's what they were looking for.
Just
Just
Tommy.
unlock that freeze angle and make that yellow somewhat accessible to be removed.
So on the scoreboard, you're going to see the 3 stand out. It's yellow.
Okay, more
And so
line,
what
more
that
line.
does, the scoreboard indicates when the power play was used and how many points were scored when the power play was used. So that's why the yellow is on the scoreboard right now.
And you can already see that this end is lit up red because it's the power play being used by John and Lisa. So same thing there. It's nice to be able to look at and see when they use their power play and what the result was from that power play.
Freeze to what's on.
The yellow.
A little light there for Corey. Wanted to at least be, the freeze was ideal, but you wanted to outcount that side red. That's full 12 foot. So not ideal, but it's sort of acting like a corner guard. So not terrible, but would have liked that to go at least another few inches to be third shot.
Yeah, and when you take a look at the ice here in this shot, you'll see it's a little bit wider. So the width of the ice is World Curling Federation or World Curling dimensions. So it's a little bit wider. And so you can make shots that are a little bit different on the wider sheet. So if they wanted to, they could come the wide side around that card at any point in time.
Beautifully done.
That's
there
a great
for John.
shot.
Heard him say in the hack, and I mentioned this earlier, that his was going to slide a little bit better than Corey's, and he was right. And that's just that difference in the positive release and a little extra rotation that I think John and Lisa have compared to Taylor and Corey. There's nothing wrong with either throw. You just have to understand that your rock is not necessarily going to run like your opponent's because of those differences.
Felt big. Felt big right now. Don't need to.
No.
It's not bad, but
Okay. Still
weight's good now.
wool for everything. Come here.
I think we leave it.
Sit. No, do not. Okay.
Just a pound heavy. That was so close to perfect. If it had a foot less weight, it would have been would have curled it that little bit.
Just so that I kill the yellow.
Now both yellows go pretty easily here for John.
Control. Intern. Whoa. Close. Whoa, curl.
Quiet.
Curl! Curl! G.
I'm not happy with that one. Must have just set that a little bit. He said, whoa, right out of his hand. Needed to curl a fair bit more to make that, actually. So pretty big miss there. That was a pretty makeable shot. And John Epping with his intern, he doesn't miss a whole lot of those.
He definitely wanted his shooter to stay on that one.
Like full top 8 foot piece buried. That's pretty good, no? Yeah.
Like tap it a little low even.
Okay.
Not out of the woods here yet, though, for Taylor and Corey, given that
Okay.
red is second, third, and fourth right now.
That looks like a...
Gonna try to tuck a piece of this kind of Christmas
where are you
tree,
trying
Pauline Jones style here.
Yep.
Line's good.
Same way.
Okay.
Weight's good. Top 8. Top 8.
Whoa, line. It's got to curl.
Little light.
Curl. Really got to curl. Really got to curl.
You want to be careful they don't set up that double again.
Curl and get separation.
Okay.
Just a little heavy there from Corey again. He said same weight early, which is not what they wanted. The first one was kind of all there on its own T-line or so, and then that one was the same. So like the line's not bad, would have just liked that a foot or two higher.
John's from Peterborough, Ontario, and Lisa from Ottawa, Ontario.
Yeah! Whoa!
No mistake on that one from John.
Yep.
Don't give him the same shot twice.
Yep.
Yes, it's a bit of guess, though. The only other thing we could do is hit middle, too.
I think I like the drop.
I'm good.
Like your first shot
Yep.
at the end.
I think we have to take a bit more now.
Yeah, agreed. I can finish
Finish it, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it
And if
locked.
we were ever going to stop short, we can kind of just tuck a piece, right?
Yes.
I meant higher.
You're
Yeah.
right.
So we're looking to draw around everything here. Ideally, your shot rock and at least
Yeah, I got,
half to
you're right, I
3/4
got a
buried.
few options
Yeah.
of depth. But give me
Really a
that.
line shot here.
Yeah. 35 again.
You don't think it's spread up a sliver?
No. I think it's, well,
And that, but
Okay,
I,
a
yeah,
couple here
40.
now.
So
You're
last end with the power play, Taylor and Corey were able to spread rocks out, and this end with the power play, John and Lisa have pretty much been around the same corner guard.
wanted more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the difference with the tick sometimes
Don't
too,
kill
is
the
that you
line
end up
early,
with some
though.
rocks in a few different spots because you're
Line's
tapping that
okay,
rock
you
into the
got
house on the
room.
opposite side. So it tends to spread them out a little bit more versus the freeze around the corner guard. You're probably staying over on that same side. This needs to curl a lot here. Oh,
Hard
looks
curl.
close.
It's got to curl. Sit.
Shot take. Good girl.
It's close.
Sam, pretty well done there, yeah.
Looks like she got shot rock.
It
Wanna
does
just try
from the
and tap
overhead.
it?
They're taking a look.
Yep. I can't come off that.
You can. You just got to play it soft. I like this. I think it'll just. She got by a bit.
Back line?
No, like back 12. We're just trying to move it an inch.
Okay.
Like you're
So I
trying
think
to have
they're
me
just trying to
sleep.
get a deuce here.
Yeah, I mean, you'd love the 3, but I'm not sure. You have to make sure you score. So if you try too hard for the 3, you might get nothing. There's throwing just enough weight for to tap it for 2. It's a really big deuce. You need to make sure you're getting 2 here.
Definitely. Yeah, with only one more end to play, because we only
I think
play
this
8
looks-
ends
you wanna
here.
Look at this. This looks really hard.
It's a big shot.
Okay. Timeout, please.
Okay, they want to take a little bit of extra time to talk about this one.
Do you want to
It
play
just
it over
looks
the
a little
top?
worse from the hack than John thought it did.
Yeah.
Why don't you come look? We have timeout now.
So that's their view from the other end.
No. I think you try to hit. Yep, yep.
Okay.
This is over buried.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's a thin 2/3 halves. It's right in between the two.
Okay.
I think you're playing it with control.
Okay.
You're right here. You're, I think, a thick half. Half's close. Thick half. Thick half.
Thick half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Control.
You think it'll move that much? Yeah.
Well, that starts you at almost a quarter rock.
Okay.
So there.
Kind of like edge 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
John Epping doing our job for us there.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to
Full
say.
explanation. Some of the players make it really easy to do commentary because they kind of do it all for you.
Well, and it was good they
Thick half.
took a little bit of extra time there because what they saw from the hack was not a little tougher shot.
I think
So
just a pinch more than the Yeah, I think that's close. So give that nice
We're
set
looking
that you're
for
giving.
control
Edge
here,
is
which
good.
would be
No, edge is good
in
with
the
your nice set.
neighbor
Thick half.
10 and a half seconds probably, and hitting a thick half, maybe even 2/3, run the yellow onto the red, onto the back yellow, and hopefully spin that top yellow out enough for a second point.
Oh, girl. Girl.
Oh, I'm on the other side of the ring. Not a girl.
Oh, what a shot.
For three. What a shot by
That's a
Lisa.
great shot. 3 points there. So they were successful with their power play, getting 3 back on the board. We'll be back with you shortly for the 8th end.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Okay, wow, what an end to the 7th end there. That was a great shot by Lisa Weigel. Well called, good team shot. They took a timeout, took a little bit of extra time. So they are now in the lead 8-6. So Weigel Epping over Reese Hansen Chester going into the final end here.
Yeah, just try and get to center line here.
So you'll see on the scoreboard, there's now 3 that has red behind it. So the red team, that means that's when they use their power play, and that's how many points they scored. So the goal of the power play is generally to score points, and you'll see both teams were very successful scoring multiple points with their power play.
Weight's good. Come down.
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, great shot there from
Line's
Lisa.
not the
Taylor
best
made
for
her
a
last one
bump.
pretty much as good as she could have, and no match for Lisa Weigel with a soft weight little kind of run double sort of thing. It was a great shot for the 3 points.
Yeah, out-turn freeze.
So you'll see we're back to the center. Both teams have used their power play, so they can't start off to the side. So they go back to the center setup. So just going across the sheets here, sheet A, the game is over. Lot has beaten Adams Robichaud 7-2. Peterman Gallant is leading Sandham Craig. I think they're just about to post another score. I'll update that in a second. And Cotter on sheet D just beat Armstrong Griffith. Cotter won 9-4.
Lots of room.
Weight's good, partner.
Teammates over there, Tyrell Griffith.
Weight's great.
Yeah. For Jimmy Cotter.
Yeah.
Angle's looking awfully good for Weigel Epping early here, so some work to do for Taylor and Corey.
Back 4.
Oh, we have a tie game over there. So it's Sandham Craig just scored 2 with their power play, so it's tied 6-6 against Peterman Gallant. Going into the final end.
Whoa, it's got to curl a lot. Sit. Sit. All good, Cor.
So unfortunate.
This side of the
miss
seat's
there from
good.
Corey. Now they're in really big trouble here.
They are, especially because
Yeah.
they
Or
need
even
2
tight
points
guards on offer.
to tie. So every rock they throw is important.
Yeah, you needed that yellow to end up somewhere in the house, no matter what happened.
They've
It
got
had
the
to
work to
stay.
do.
So
Yeah.
a little heavy probably on the weight there. Was looking for a little tap, so probably not far off. But this kind of ice usually will punish you for that. You better get the weight right, or else if it's a little heavy, it won't curl at all, and if it's a little light, it'll curl way too soon and end up over curling. So really important to be close on the weight, and I think maybe just a pound heavy there for Corey.
We don't want this in the house. Oh, shoot. Set.
Deeper than John wanted there. He was looking for a guard, and it did slide into the house. It gives an opportunity. The reason that he didn't want it in the house is because now when you're playing this little run in for Taylor and Corey, you can stick your shooter in the rings, which would be huge.
We've seen this spot a few times. It's really just a pinch high, hey?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
So as important as anything else, you're looking to run this into the pile and hopefully make some reds move. But as important as anything is to stick your shooter. That is goal number 1 on this shot. Make sure your shooter stays somewhere in the house.
Normal.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Roll it on.
Shooter just stayed away, but that was a nice shot.
Yeah, still better. But imagine if his shooter had been able to spin in there. That would have been
If it overcurls
potentially
and
your
goes to
second or
theirs,
even your third point.
That's not bad.
Hey, you got it, John. Freeze it in there.
Yeah.
Speed's good, John.
What's that?
Speed's good.
Okay. I like my line.
Room. Yep, finish it.
If I can,
Crowd likes it.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Which one does?
Yeah, there's a great crowd here today.
What's that?
Probably this one goes into that, right?
Oh, that's what you're thinking?
And then
Like
I
try and
can-
get as close to nose?
Or either way. What are you seeing?
Thinking you've got to try and stuff this as much as you can here, and then we're going to have to play off of something on my last.
Oh, okay. I think
Because the second we open this up, Cora, and don't leave anything, like they're just coming right here again,
True.
and I don't have a shot.
I agree. So try to stuff that there.
Like even if you just try and kill the 6 to like back here and try and keep
the
2
shooter.
there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good with that.
Kind of weight are you seeing then?
Probably just board.
Board? Okay, you want me to sweep?
Yeah.
That look close?
Yeah, I like it.
So good discussion there. Corey initially thinking about throwing it hard.
Like it's
but
real thin, hey?
I think Taylor's right. If they don't
real
stick it in there, then you're going to leave
Even
John and
thinner
Lisa the
than
same
that,
shot,
you
and if
stuff
they
it
make it,
there.
you're pretty much dead. So play this quiet. Hopefully move one of those reds out into the open. Stick your shooter and this run rock. Hopefully roll over towards that other redstone on the side there, and hope you have some good angles.
Whoa! Whoa! It's got to curl. Close. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Must be close.
Yeah. Shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot. That's what he wanted.
Could have done much better. It's unfortunate that spun down.
Yeah.
That yellow spun down kind of even. It would have been nice if it stayed kind of frozen on the corner there, but I'm not sure.
Here?
Couldn't. I guess maybe if you hit it a tiny bit thinner, but
Do you want
really
it there?
close to
We just-
perfect.
Want to hear? I think I can hold it.
Okay. Ideal line is freeze.
Ours.
Ours?
If we can, yeah.
Speeds like I threw in the.
I'm looking to freeze into the
Yeah, it's
pocket
going to be a little
here.
faster than that right now. You were 20.
Over
but I
curl
think,
is
like,
better than
I think a
under
30
curl here.
kick.
If you curl across the
25, 30
face of
kick
your
with-
own
we've
red
had a
rock,
couple
you're
down
probably
here.
reasonably
We'll be
safe
close.
to at least not lose the game. Mostly a weight shot here, though.
Got a hair hard, but no, we're good.
Line's good.
Are we wide though?
Room. We're wide. Room, John. It's got a curl. Go, John.
John Epping on the carve here, trying to get this to curl. Looks pretty close to me.
It's a great shot. At 14 and a half on that one, hog to hog. So,
So speed has held up nicely.
yeah, on the time
This
clock,
probably doesn't get the 7, right?
they're going to take a little time out here just to make sure that they've
Well,
got
actually-
time for Taylor to throw this last shot.
maybe it
Their
does
coach
count.
Melissa Saligo coming out to take a look at the
you-
angles.
That kind of always plants, you know?
This looks easier, no? Like
Not
off
easier,
of that?
but like
Oh, I
it'll get
see.
both going. I'm
More
not
higher.
sure.
Do you think the 7 doesn't spin if I hit it thin?
Actually, I think it might.
I think it will.
Yeah.
Like I think they'll spin this way. Like
I
we just
agree.
gotta hope that this one stays kind of.
So the 7 goes up and out.
That's what I
Yeah.
think.
I don't think you can get it off the 5, guys.
No, exactly.
I don't think so.
either.
I think you got to play the 4
Well, or the thin this way, no?
or thin. Yeah. How
Like
much can
like
you-
throw a peel here.
Can you see it? How much can you see? You
Probably a
think?
third.
Well,
She probably sees a third. Oh, more than a third.
Yeah, I got more than I need.
More than you need, yeah.
I just don't know if it goes.
got to hit it. Yeah, super, super thin.
If you're seeing that, I'm in. Other words, I think M's right. It's probably
Just
off
the way we saw them spin earlier, they spin pretty good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you're seeing, Tay.
I think that's what we have to try. Deal?
Yep.
Melissa wanted to give a shout out to her Miss Sadie, who's at home probably watching her right now. So a big shot for Taylor. They took a lot of time trying to figure out the angle, the weight, how to hit this. Crossing their fingers a little bit on that back rock, making sure it stays.
Yeah, I think you're crossing your fingers more on making sure this top one goes, to be honest.
True, yeah.
I agree.
I don't hate the call. Like, you're a bit desperate, and there's nothing that looks great, but you got to hit this really thin and hope it has a ton of action to get up out of the 4-foot here. You almost want it to just graze that yellow. I think that's your only chance to make it.
Yeah, and these striking bands are pretty thick, so there's not a lot of pop that's happening here. They're a little bit flatter. So here we are with the last shot here in the 8th end.
Yep. Yep. Hard! Hard! Hard!
Oh, so close.
Great try.
What
Great
a
try. I'm not
great
sure she could have done
effort.
much better than that.
That was a great effort. That was a great game. We had lots of rocks in play.
It was.
Both teams played well. Weagle Epping winning that game. Looks like they scored one at the end there, so 9-6. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Chelsea, for doing the color commentary.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We'll be seeing you again this week. We're back on a little bit later this afternoon, and you can check out the scores on curling.ca/scoreboard. And also other games are on YouTube, the Peterman Gallant and Sanham Craig game. They're at the end of the game here, so if you want to switch over to that game, you'll catch the end of it. It's tied 6-6. Thanks, everyone.